Hey guys, it's Tom here from Crypto Life Inc. and Team Generous. So today we've got an awesome update for the EOS community. So the referendum was actually launched yesterday. So we're giving you an update here, so stay tuned for that. Alrighty guys, let's get right into it. So here we're on the EOS Authority website, and we can just see that the EOS IO Forum smart contract has been approved by 16 block producers. So it's met the threshold, and that was on the 8th of January 2019. So what we're going to do is jump over. We've done a little tweet about it. So we've thanked, everyone at Generous has thanked everyone who supported the EOS referendum, EOS Canada, EOS Authority, and all these other guys here. And basically we put a link here to blocks.io vote/referendum. So here is the dashboard here for the votes and referendums. So here you can see all the polls. There are two important thresholds that you need to abide by, and it's important for token holders of the EOS mainnet to take into consideration. So the first one is that we need a 15% vote percentage, participation. So that means 15% of token holders must participate in each particular poll that's taking place for it to become effective. And then the second part is that there's a 10% advantage threshold. So that means that if you're going to vote yes and no for something to be successful, for a yes vote, it needs at least 10% more votes than the no vote. So you can see 99 to 1, yes, that's easily going to win and meet that threshold. Something like this, you'd have to watch out a bit more on deploying Rex. That could even out. If that ends up being somewhere around the 50 mark, it might not be meeting that threshold. And then the third thing that really tacks onto the second part is your vote weight. So your vote weight is dependent on how much EOS you have staked at any given time. So it's important that for your votes to take place, you need to have them staked for a period of 30 days. So you need to maintain that 10% average for 30 days in order for your votes to take full effect. So that's pretty much a summary of how the vote thresholds work on the referendum tool. So now basically I'm just going to jump around and have a look at some of these polls, and then we'll have a bit of a vote. So let's see if I can find the one about the toolkit. That would be a good one for us to vote on. Okay, so I will stop talking about shower token, Mr. Dan Larimer. Okay, that's cool, that's funny. So that's a privacy coin of EOS that people were talking about. Let me see. Ward vote, self-governance, fluctuating inflation. All right, let's go to this one. So this is quite a contentious one that I couldn't find the toolkit one, sorry guys. But so we can click over here. Should the voting weight be changed to 1 token to 1 vote? So that's been pretty contentious. Right now it's 1 token to 30 votes. So that'll change a lot of things, especially with the concerns of vote buying and vote syndicates on the EOS blockchain between BPs and other large token holders. So I'll let you guys look into that a bit further. But here we can see some metrics. So here you can see the yes votes. So we've got, that's a big number, 3.2 million almost. The minimum needed, so this is telling you what the minimum needed is. So this would be the 15% threshold. So we're obviously over that for that. So that meets the first threshold. And then the no votes is around 17,000. So it's easily 10% advantage there. So if they can hold that for 30 days, then that should go through. So people are pretty excited, as you can see, about this one-to-one token vote. So that's one particular poll that seems very likely to go through. So I'm going to go ahead and do an approval vote for this. So I'm going to go for the yes vote here of 1 token and 1 vote. So I'm just going to click that. It's going to sign into my Scatter account here. I'm just going to click accept, and there you go. It's that easy. There you go. I've got my transaction, and I have voted with my EOS that is staked. And there you go. It's as easy as that to vote for the particular poll that you guys are interested in. The reason that this referendum tool has been so highly anticipated in the EOS mainnet is because when EOS was launched, it was launched with a default constitution, right? Which means that it was already drafted up, and there was discussion that this is not community run, and some of the things were not liked or were discussed with high contention among the community as not being voted in by the token holders. So with this tool, the referendum tool allows the community holders to finally have their say, in particular against what they might disagree with in the constitutions. For example, the one token to one vote instead of 1 token to 30 votes, or something like the 4% inflation that's going to the worker proposals on EOS. So now the community can take full control and say, look, we like these particular things, we want to change these particular things, and that's the reason for these polls, and that's why we're having these votes. So it's very important for the EOS mainnet to have this, and now we can say we're fully community governed moving into the future. So it would be very great to see what kind of effect this referendum tool has on the EOS mainnet, and I guess we will see that pretty shortly. Just wrapping up here with some other nice information that I found. So I know Crypto Tim has done a pretty good video here explaining how the EOS referendum tool works as well. So if you don't like mine, check out his. Crypto Tim's a nice dude. I've met him in person. He's based in Sydney, Australia as well. And then also another video that I was watching just to get some more insight was the interview with Investing with a Difference, Josh Kaufman from EOS Canada. So I'll leave those links in the description so you guys can do your own research and dive in a bit deeper. And also leave the referendum tool, this URL in there so you guys can jump in, and if you want to have a vote or just check out some of the polls, you can do that. So let's get voting, guys. I encourage everyone in the EOS community to start voting and at least have a look at all the polls that are going on, especially if you're passionate about the EOS ecosystem. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Remember to subscribe, and I'll come back at you guys with some more updates. Ciao.